So for those who just entered, I'll be just revising where we were, which we were just looking at the coming release of news. So on Monday there's nothing happening on Monday, so we have a clear sale on Monday, and then Tuesday is Women's Day for South Africa. So most South African markets moving slow. Tuesday, there's also not a lot of news related to the market to cause movement. But on Wednesday, we do have the core CPI. We have the core CPI dropping at 8:30 US time. So that will be 2:30 in South African time, CAT Central African time. And then we have the crude oil inventories, which will be released at 10:30, which is 5:30 Central African time. Those also have a huge impact on the market. And then on Thursday, which is the day to follow from Wednesday, it's a holiday in Japan. So Japan markets will be moving slightly slow. We have our initial jobless claims, which you can view here, the initial jobless claims. And this is a very volatile news, which moves the market every Thursday. It will be released at 8:30 in the morning, which will be 2:30 p.m. Central African time. And then we'll also be releasing the PPI for America. So it's going to be a very volatile time. And note that will be before the American session starts. So there will be a lot of fluctuation even when the American markets open. Following to our Friday. Friday is a big day for the British at 2 a.m. US time, which is your 8 a.m. which is when the British markets open. We'll be having the GDP being released for the second quarter of the year, and the monthly GDP as well on that day. We'll also be having the manufacturing production for the month, which is also released at 8 a.m. Central African time, and the monthly GDP change, which is also being released at the beginning of the London session, 8 a.m. So after there's not a lot of market movement. The markets will be quiet after then. So it is a big day for the British on Friday. From Wednesday to Thursday is a big day for the American dollar. So we'll get to see the correlation of which movements will be happening a lot during the week. So without further ado, I will be jumping into the markets following our analysis of news that is to drop. So we'll be looking at our USD CAD. So from our USD CAD, we still have entries open here, following from our NFP live session, when the NFP results boosted the price into our order block of interest here. So we still have some trades open here, which are here. So they're still collecting more orders after here. So if you remember, the results for American markets was very good, so that pushed the price. But when it came to the Canadian results for their change as well, it was good. So their results only started reacting later on after the USA results started taking effect, which is what brought the price down. So right now it's mitigating, collecting orders as it is. So this is still another point of interest, and we are likely to see the market just grab a little bit of liquidity coming up to here, which will create a double top and which will bring the market down to correct from this market impulse movement. After then, we'll be looking to buy the price to go up. So the major movement that we're looking for is the one down here, and which will mitigate through this order block. Uh, Once it's done collecting more orders, we still have entries open here, and we collected our TP as soon as it rushed back from this point where they started introducing the retailers. So we are to wait for the market to come back here, and this will be our trade. So this is CAD JPY. So we'll be focusing on mainly CAD pairs for the coming market open session. So we'll be also looking for CAD JPY to open, flagging downwards as collecting orders from here to between these two order blocks, collecting orders, and we're looking to see a double top creation here. And as we will be taking this trade on the downside, creating a double top, and we are to stretch our stop loss a little bit, as there's also an order block which it can create a higher double top in order to bring the market down instead of an equal double top. So we are to also observe for the creation of this double top as well. Another market we'll be looking at is AUD CAD. So on AUD CAD, there is still more liquidity to be created, as you can see throughout this liquidity belt from this bring down of the market from Friday's release of NFP. The market came down, shrinking down, and we're seeing a belt of liquidity being created in order to fill up the gap of the action which happened on Friday. So we're looking for this gap to get filled up. As the market open, it will retail up. We'll have an impulse movement on the upside, as that impulse movement will bring us to this order block here from the impulsive action of NFP. So we'll be looking to enter a trade on the retail side along the levels of 0.89406, and we will be collecting it until the point of 0.89608. Once from there, we will start to see an act of inflation on the market, pulling the price up and collecting more orders and grabbing more liquidity, and then we'll start to see a reaction there. So we are to cash in our TP by the trend, by the start of the trend, as we'll start to see a reaction here in order to break the trend. So after the trend gets broken, it will be a slight trend trapping more retailers and coming down to that side. So this is a movement which we most likely see happening as the trend is broken. They pull back in order to trap more traders which are trying to short it down, come back and touch the trend again, and then they send it going down again. So our first TP is by the trend. Our second one is collecting all of the liquidity down here, which our TP2 is our maximum collection, Okay, so that's our weekly analysis for the coming week. And these are all CAD pairs. As you can see, the correlation as well between the USD CAD, correlation between our CAD JPY as well. And then we have our AUD CAD. So if there's any question, I would like to open up this remaining 10 minutes for our Q&A. If there's any questions which need any answers, this is the time to shoot. Or if you have any interest in any other market which we should look at, you may be you are allowed to bring those markets up so we can analyze them as well. Okay, if there's no questions at this point, we'll be closing the meeting here, and I'll be posting all of the signals on the group chat as the session as well. Thanks to everybody that joined. See you guys on our next session, and may the trading gods be with you.